probably sound much louder now. I hope so. If not, I'm gonna be mad. But I'm going to try to do a Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. And pretty much, if you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, it is it's a challenge on any Pokemon game. Any Pokemon game, doesn't matter which one. And there are 3 main rules to a Nuzlocke. People like to mix it up, make it more challenging. But the main rules of a Nuzlocke are number 1, you can only catch 1 Pokemon per area, and it's the first Pokemon you encounter. The exceptions to, and when I say an area, I mean like a new title at the top of the screen. If there's the same title for 2 different rooms, that counts as 1 area. And the rule, or exceptions to that are 1, shiny. If you see a shiny Pokemon, go ahead and catch it, pretty much. And then my Nuzlocke, I will decide whether or not I can substitute that shiny for a Pokemon that is similar but stronger, if you know what I mean. Then another one is duplication. So if I have let's say I catch a Bidoof on Route 1 or whatever. I think it's called Route 201. But Route 201 I catch a Bidoof. And then on Route 202 my first encounter is another Bidoof. I pretty much get 2 more tries to find a new one, and if I don't find one of those 2 tries, then I'm screwed and I don't get anything. And another rule to that is no legendaries. That's not a set rule, but I play that way. If I have to battle legendaries and kill them, I don't catch them because they're way too overpowered. Like, yeah, it would make it a lot easier. It would have saved my Emerald Nuzlocke and let me win, but nope, I suck. Alright. Another rule is... I'm a little sick, sorry. Another rule is if a Pokemon faints, it's considered dead. And what I mean by that is, if, say, I'm battling with my starter, which I don't know what it will be yet, we'll find out, and what am I thinking? And it faints, pretty much, in a battle. It's dead. I can't use it anymore. I put it in a bank box, and we'll make a memorial or a tribute to them at the end of the series. Another rule to that, though, the death policy, is I don't put that into effect until I catch my second Pokemon. Because the rival battle and stuff, you never know what will happen. And if you do randomizers, that's a really important rule to point out, that you don't put that in effect until your second Pokemon, because if your rival has, like, there was no way I could beat my rival on my randomizer I tried. I'm like, yes, I didn't make a video of it, but I was just playing a randomizer, and there was no way I could have beat my rival, because I had a Duskull, they had a Stantler. We couldn't hurt each other with our current movesets until he started using Struggle, because he ran out of PP first. So yeah. And another rule is that whole entire first encounter rule doesn't count until I get my first Pokeball or 5. Because you always get 5, get it? And the last rule, any Nuzlocke, is you need to nickname every Pokemon to build a stronger emotional bond with it as a friend, instead of yet another Pokemon that's dying pretty much when it's its time. So I also have some more rules. Rule number 4 for me is the battle mode will always be set to set. So I cannot switch out without taking a turn up in battle. It does not tell me, oh, trainer whatever is about to send out this, would you like to change? That doesn't happen for me. I just have to deal with whatever they give me. So yeah, that, and I feel like I have one more rule. Always feel like I have one more. And yeah, I think the last rule was just that legendary rule or something, I don't know. And you guys must acknowledge that, yes, I do train in between parts to gain levels off camera. Some people make montages of this, like Hardy Tech Yo-Yo, but I do not, because that just, then I have to tell a story, it's just so boring, and yeah. I like telling the stories as I play, though, because it takes up time, and it's a good, interesting story with you. So yeah, and that's pretty much it to a Nuzlocke challenge. And if last rule that is extremely important that goes along with the fainting death rule. If I am in a battle, let's say this happened in my Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. I was on Drake of the Elite Four, and he has all like Uber dragons, and I wasn't trained up enough. My levels were 60, he was level 60s, and pretty much if I white out like I did in Emerald, it's game over. You don't get to keep going. You pretty much gotta like lay on the floor and just wait for your death. You don't get to do anything else after that. You gotta say on your footage like, I lost, this is the finale episode, and later guys, catch me on my next series. You don't get to continue. You might continue by yourself. You have to be able to say, yeah, I could beat that leader of my team, but considering those 6 Pokemon are dead in a Nuzlocke for one, so if you did want to keep it Nuzlocke style, even though you've already lost the game pretty much, you'd have to make a whole new team and train them up, but, pretty much, yes, if I die, it's over. I'll announce it, like, where we've whited out, and that's the end of our series, guys. Guys, sleeper? I want to sleep. Alright, so, Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. So pretty much I'm gonna get to where I picked my starter, and that'll be it for this part, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish this series, debating on, I'm trying out a new emulator, so the quality is obviously, as you can see, really blurry. This Mume was just way too laggy for me with all its extra settings. This one, I'm pretty much playing on a small screen, and it will not let me make the screen much bigger at all. And as you can see, this water looks even kinda crappy with all those extra lines and stuff. And that's how it's gonna look. I'm sorry to say it, but we cannot enhance our quality much more. And if you saw the footage I pulled off of Desmume, trying to film that with the same program, it was just absolutely terrible. And what I could do in this Mume, I guess, is it would be better quality and everything, and it would be nice, no lag. I don't know if this will have lag. I haven't used this emulator much at all. This is the farthest I've made it on this emulator. But his name's Boone, by the way. It's like noob backwards, and I think it looks cool the way I did the squares. My name is Cody. That is my real first name, and that is my character's first name. And like I guess on this Mume, it has its own built-in recording software where you can't record live commentary, but you can record, and it's built into the emulator, so it's no problem to run it. But when I'm playing, it lags for me, which right now I'm experiencing no lag. But when I play this Mume, I experience lag as I film. Even if I want to smooth filming, it still lags, and it doesn't support live commentary. So then I have to do pre-film commentary, which I do that for tutorials because it's easier to explain as I'm going. But here's Professor Rowan. Hold up, guys. Kind of funny how I stopped it right at 9, huh? I just realized that too. Alright, so back to talking to this guy. Sorry about that, guys, even though it probably did not bother you at all, because I always forget it's only like a second for you. Like, seriously, how great is that? I don't remember what I was talking about, though. I went downstairs to help my mom prepare food. But one thing I'm definitely going to point out right now, which I don't know if you guys have noticed, I'm actually, for the first time, I've never really finished a Let's Play except for my Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. I've tried to do them, and I've always, like, lost inspiration or gone somewhere and forgotten it, gotten, like, lost in my stuff, and then I'll be, like, a few months later, like, oh, shoot, and I'll just delete what's already on there, so it's not just floating around with no ending. So, the two series right now are this one, my Platinum Nuzlocke, which I am very, very excited for, and, the other one is, Legend of Zelda and the Windwaker, or whatever. I think it's just the Windwaker, but you can look that up on my channel under Let's Play LOZ Windwaker, and I would highly appreciate it if you did. Give me some likes, some views even, yes. And I would also highly appreciate a subscribe, and it would seriously just make my day. And I've decided I'm gonna do a full-length 30-minute part for this too, so yep, if you're wondering, every part will be as long as this one. And what else is there to speak about this? Oh yeah, my Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke parts are coming. My parts are uploaded late at night usually, and I'm sorry about that. But you're awesome to look forward to in the morning before school or something if you're interested in watching, right? That's the way I look at it. Like, if I release it late at night where I am, all of my viewers, like, none of them are really at a disadvantage, like, a time they can't. Because if it's super late at night, or, like, it's usually between 10 and 12 midnight. If I'm monitoring it, it could go up to, like, 2 or 3 in the morning if I start to upload and just let it go overnight while I go to sleep. And, I feel like I'm at, like, it's not as much of a disadvantage because it's uploaded at a time where most people are asleep. So you wake up whenever you wake up and you can watch it, or if you're at school, you can watch it right after school. Well, whoops, I have to get a Pokemon apparently. I'm actually uploading right now the first 2 parts of my, well, that looks kind of funky, those Pokeballs. Like lines on them. Alright, which one are we gonna pick? Hold on. Let's do something here. Okay, we're gonna any mini miny mow it, and I'm gonna like close my eyes. Alright, I can't. Alright, so wait, it's any mini miny. Alright, no, that's not gonna work either. Here, I'll do it with my mouse. Any mini miny mow. Catch a tiger by the toe. If it hollers, let it go. Any mini miny mow. My mother said to pick the very best one, and that is you. So we're getting a Chimchar. We had fire type last time though. I kinda want a Piplup because I've never really used Piplup. And Empoleon, I've always had either a Chimchar or Turtwig, I just realized. So for that reason alone, even though I did the whole mini miny mow thing with my sword mouse, I think I'm gonna choose Piplup. Boon. I think it's like a stupid name, but I love the way it looks. Alright, sorry. I might need to pause again in this part for the purpose of going to eat, because my mother is making me mozzarella sticks, and I'm really excited for those actually. I don't know why, I'm so like extremely excited to eat mozzarella sticks today. How do you like that? Professor Rowan's really nice. Heck yeah, he is. Alright, but so in this series I'm gonna try to focus mainly on Pokemon talk, okay? If you go and watch my Windwaker series, I have a lot of storytelling, yes, conversation about what's going on in the game world, like how hyped up GTA 5 was, overly hyped up. I don't know if I already discussed that, but I'm going to in my next part of Wind Waker when I film it, because I've only filmed part 1 and 2. Okay, so yes, I am up to do this. So my Piplup's name may already be down there, I'm not sure if that looks kind of funky. The emulator settings aren't like perfect, so you may see like some weird stuff like that going on. And let's see how it might. Yeah, all this battle scene is pretty weird going right now, and the sound's not exactly right, but that doesn't matter. Because guess what? We're actually... Wait, is it going actually the sounds for these attacks? Oh yeah, it is. The sound is actually in my right, like, the sound for the attacks is coming up your right speaker. And, it's only coming out your right speaker apparently because I'm here. I want to use the mouse more down here. But, I don't have my right headphone plugged in because I'm trying to be able to hear my voice more, because I don't have like a mic that returns my voice and like equalizes it like most gaming mics do, because I'm using headphones for this. And I didn't have my right earphone in, and I was watching it, and the animation's a little funky because it's all like kind of black outline, as you can see. But no, that doesn't matter. Like, you can still see it and hear it. Like, what's the point to mattering about that? Like, if you're gonna throw a fit over little details like that, then yes, I don't want to say don't watch, because I enjoy you watching, but so I don't think it matters. It might get a little bit extreme with the later, more intense sort of attacks, and that's actually because we don't have 3D settings probably on the like super duper 3D OpenGL. That was weird. That tackle actually like made a noise in the left ear. I guess it's just attacks that make the difference depending on the attack. But there's different 3D settings, and I hope you don't mind the mouse staying down here. I might even change that to something Pokemon related for the next part, but for now it's a sword, Ceradoman sword from RuneScape. I was just experimenting. Whoops. Oh, that's how I saved the state. Alright, I'm not gonna do that though, and fear that it will mess this whole thing up. Because this emulator is, as I said, it's not Desmume, so it's not like super professional with all its high quality settings and everything like that. I mean, the quality, it's as good as the quality is gonna get, guys. Unless I change that to OpenGL, and then I might be risking lag, which I might experiment with off camera, but I don't want to experiment it with it on camera in case something goes wrong. Because the thing about this emulator is I've read a lot of things about black screens and just a whole bunch of rubbish. So what I'm gonna do is pretty much only, like, here, I'm gonna save it right now, because if something goes wrong I want to be able to load my save. Because I figured out, like, how at the very beginning of this part you realize I skipped the intro and the first part of my rival entering the room, and so yeah, if I save this real quick. That's the first time I think it's lagged this whole part, and that's because it's saving. Alright, so I think we just go up there now, right? Okay, here, let's check out our... I keep on pressing all the controls for Emerald. I'm trying to open it with start instead of X. So here's our bag. We don't have anything, as you can see. We could do this if we wanted. We could move this around. If I could like keep it on the circle, we could just press on these if we really needed to. Hit that. Alright, but Cody. This is my card. Cody is the name. Money, all that. Score 23. I don't know what the score is actually. No badges, of course. But yeah, I'm probably gonna use my mouse on both screens a lot, even though I can't interact with the top screen with the mouse. But yes, so I can move it up there and point stuff out, because it's a lot harder to point stuff out with nothing, pretty much. I mean, I didn't really have to point anything out like that in whatever you call it, that other game, Emerald. Alright, so now this dude's following us, and we got our running shoes, I remember. It's kinda lag running, huh? Not bad, not bad. I don't mind it. I love it though how I'm running and he's just walking really fast, like, yeah, I'm walking behind you. Alright, we're at the lake. Get ready because we're capturing that legendary Pokemon. Trust me on this one, it's here. It even sees what? Says it on the sign, that's what he said. what's going on? And there's Cyrus, the main protagonist of Pokemon Platinum. I think he's the main protagonist. I mean, after the Distortionist world, like, he's the final Team Galactic boss, if I'm correct. Weird guy. I don't get how he's weird. I mean, he was looking at the water just like you were, trying to see a legendary Pokemon. And then he asked you to move so he could leave. I think Professor Rowan give us some enthusiasm. You know, you remember what he said, don't you? He said to visit him at the lab if we needed anything. Okay, Cody, I'll race you. First, let's the Professor's lab in Standard Town. And so, we don't have any Pokeballs, so I don't want to catch anything here yet, because that would be foolish, or encounter anything. It would just be like totally abusing the rule of it doesn't count until I get Pokeballs. Like, haha, look at me encountering wild Pokemon without being able to catch it. But I'm just gonna try to make it all the way there without catching it. Nope, encountering it. Yeah, you can definitely see the black outlines on stuff as they show up. Like right here, the stars are gonna be all black outlined. It usually doesn't do that, of course. But we're gonna, yes, pound the star. That did not sound how I wanted it to. That Starly's gonna tackle us. Alright, well, this Starly would be our first teammate. I don't know what I would have named it, honestly. Naming theme, that's something that I wanted to do this time, because the first time I had no naming theme, I was just naming stuff willy-nilly. A few of them had names after a specific thing, such as Assassin's Creed is a few of them, and there's gonna be a few like that in this time. Because our naming theme is video game characters. And that means, oh yeah, when I say video game characters, I don't mean like specifically Nintendo, but there's gonna be a lot of Nintendo. I'm just letting you know, from Mario Party, Smash Bros. I'm referring to a lot of different video games, because you might think I'm only speaking of cartoony video games too, because of all the names I picked. But I'm gonna get into names of some realistic games like Halo and Call of Duty and stuff. Like I might name a ghost type Pokemon I catch Ghost, because it's after the character Ghost from Modern Warfare. Like a Duskull, I think a good name for a Duskull would be Boo, because Boo is a ghost, like ball Pokemon, and that's kind of what Duskull is. I don't know, I'd probably just name a Bidoof Donkey Kong, so if I catch a Bidoof, expect Donkey Kong is his name. A Starly, I might name Star Fox. That's actually a really good name. Star Fox Starly. But, I might also not name it that, because what if I catch a fox type, like a Vulpix or whatever? I think that's a fox. Alright, but Piplup's nickname is first. And let's think of like a chicken video game character. Chicken. Well, Chicken Little was in Kingdom Hearts 2. Not as a playable character, but he's still a video game character in a way, so Chicken. I don't think Chicken Little's gonna fit, so Chicken. And then we'll do, yes, capital L, lowercase IL, Chicken Lil. Like Lil Wayne. Chicken Lil though. So we're gonna call him Chicken Little, but we're gonna, yes, no, it's spelled Chicken Lil. Lil Wayne. I apologize for that short pause, and I have no idea what I was talking about, but those mozzarella sticks were really good. Alright, so Chicken Little, that's what we're talking about. So yeah, Chicken Little is a character in Kingdom Hearts, as were a lot of Disney characters, which means they could be involved in the naming scheme. Alright, went over this, I think. Alright, but There will be no fast forwarding this Nuzlocke either, like there was last Nuzlocke. There was a lot, but yeah. So because I'm not talking about a playable video game character, because that would narrow it down a lot. Considering I'm not into, I hope you still see an NES mess up. That would make me upset. But hey, I would have chosen. If you would have chosen Chimchar or 201, we'd have the same Pokemon now. No, we wouldn't, because if I would have chosen a Chimchar, you would have said you chose a Turtwig. Wait for me, Dawn! I'm up. Oh, we could run indoors. I have something good here. You should take this as well. Obtain TM27. Alright. That is a technical machine. The one that contains remove turn. TM for short. Teaches the move instantly to a Pokemon. Bear in mind, however, that TM is whatever. The remove turn gains power that more friendly Pokemon would do. It's up to you, of course, if you want to use that TM or not. I'll send you off with the wish that your journey will be fun. I didn't know the professor had TMs. Why didn't he give me TMs? I'll act as your mentor. I've got a bit more experience than you as a trainer and as the professor's assistant. Okay, follow me. This is the Pokemon Center. Alright guys, after I don't know, do I have time to go catch something? I might have time to go catch something. We have about 2.5 minutes left here, and I think all she shows us is these two buildings. Don't you need to let your family go? You're going to help Professor Rowan at the Pokédix, is what we're gonna call it. But I don't really want to use like language like that, I guess. Dix isn't even a bad word really, but I'm trying to keep it more rated G. It's because like some videos, like I was watching some Call of Duty videos, and the cursing actually made it hilarious at some points. Just them like getting like scared of the zombies and like just yelling. And I always buy as many Pokeballs as I can, and then I save enough for like one potion, and I have a little bit left over at the beginning. I don't think I need to go in here, but it wouldn't hurt. But since this is actually a premiere, I might go a little bit over the usual limit of limits, and we might come over here and set up our boxes too. And our boxes are gonna be, there's only one box we actually have to set up. I'm gonna go to someone's PC, deposit, no, we don't want to deposit. So, move Pokemon, and we're going to go to box 18. We want to rename this box, gonna give it all that. Let's see if we have room this time to fit Graveyard in there. Last time we didn't. We had to compromise. Yeah, we won't have enough room, so we're just gonna name it Dead Box. Oh yes, dead. We'll just put dead. And then we'll, whoops, I was just trying to click on it with the mouse, see? That's the only thing about it. Alright, wallpaper, drag is always good. But I actually wanted to do a volcano, so it's like they're burning to death in the volcano. But let's see, is there any other good things? Machine. No, we'll just leave it on. Let's do Sky. Like, I know that's what Marilyn did, but I'm a big fan of Marilyn, and I have to watch this most recent video too, I just remembered. So yeah, we're done in there. Off to catch our first Pokemon. And I'm not gonna have the first Pokemon be out of this grass. We're gonna have the first Pokemon be out of Lake Valor. Or Valier, I don't know. Is it Valor or Valier? I don't know. Verity. What am I talking about? So Lake Verity. Is there an item in that empty space? No. But the first Pokemon we encounter will be our first buddy. And here it is, guys. Moment of truth. Starly. Nice. And this is gonna be Star Fox. I already know that. So there's with that weird animation. And back. Let's just throw a Pokeball on it. Let's throw a Premier Ball. It's like it's the season premiere too of this season of videos. Series premiere. Oh, and it got it free. It appeared to be cocked. No, it didn't. Don't you lie to yourself, game. I don't really want to attack it in fear of too much damage. Yeah, that's enough attacking. Pokeball. Our series premiere did not work. And I hope the actual video, if you're watching it now, of course it did work, but I hope it worked. Alright, gotcha. Starly was caught. Starly's data was added to the Pokédex. Alright, we don't care about all that. Alright, give a nickname to the captured Starly, yes. Alright, you're gonna be, as I said, S-T-A-R. I just realized I named Piplup Chicken Little when it's a penguin. I don't know any penguin games, actually. Space. Yeah, Chicken Little's I think is the best we're gonna get with him because I really was not about to go search up penguin video games. Star Fox, there we go. So I actually really like that name for this Starly. So here is our current team, Chicken Little and Star Fox. And I'm probably gonna train up Star Fox to about level 5 in between this part and the next. But first I am, because I have to tell my mom in this town I'm leaving anyways. So I might as well, yes, save and stop filming right here for today. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you next time if this whole recording and emulator works and stuff, which I really hope it does, because I'm really enjoying playing this already. Check out Windwaker videos, and we will see you next time on Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke. Peace out.